What's your question?
Hello, my name is Chelsea. Y'all kind of answered my question, but I'll go ahead. How do I begin healing? Maybe some tools from a traumatic heartbreak, knowing I contributed to the damage and I no longer feel grounded within myself anymore.
Before we get started, Lance, have you ever had your heart broken?
I absolutely have, yes. Yes,
No.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
So first, before we go, what's your best advice on getting over a heartbreak?
Okay.
Somebody else. No,
That's
but
the quickest way.
It's real though. It's real. But first you gotta forgive yourself. You gotta forgive that partner, and you gotta move the fuck on. Because life is short, and there's so many other fish in the sea. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I got over it. It took me a while to forgive her, but I forgave my part in it. I forgave her, and I moved the fuck on with somebody else, and now I am so happy.
Can I ask you a question? Is there a distinction between a traumatic heartbreak and a regular one?
No. I think the distinction. Hold on. I think one of the distinction is who chose to break up. Because if I chose to break up, it's a little easier to heal from. But if you broke up with me, that shit is traumatic. Especially when you still. Was you the broke upper or the broke uppy?
I broke up.
You broke up. Okay.
What did you learn? What did you learn about yourself?
Not to know. She's thinking about that.
I learned that I have some insecurities to work on.
Okay.
Because I poured so much into him, I made him an idol.
Okay.
Good. That's very powerful. So why are you traumatized if you got... Some people live to be my age and don't get that.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Why is that traumatizing?
I think going back to the root, we were both very broken. It was broken for both of us, but children involved. It was real.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Uncross your legs for me. Uncross your legs. Are you ashamed of the way you behaved in that relationship?
Yes.
Take a breath.
Right.
Yeah. That's the trauma. That's the trauma. Ain't got nothing to do with him. So just like the brother said, go back and look at all of those things and forgive each one of them. That's how you're going to neutralize that trauma.
But it's not that
it ain't
easy
about him.
now.
It's the shame of how you behaved, you know? And for each one of those shameful behaviors, get clear about what were you going for. I did this because I thought, was it people pleasing? Was it validation? Was it whatever it was? Because it's the sacrifice of your dignity. You sacrificed your dignity. But baby, get them lessons so you can reclaim your majesty.
But it's not our fault.
Majesty.
It's not our fault.
I would say, bro, just accepting the fact that like you are not the sum of your mistakes. You are the sum of what you learn from said mistakes. And I think a lot of us, like, we get to beating ourselves up because we all done been there. We all done been in a relationship and we didn't move how we were supposed to move. But it's about learning where I went wrong, learning how I can improve so I don't repeat the same mistakes. Now, if you're going from situation to situation, repeating the same mistakes, then we got some real look in that mirror type work to do. You understand what I'm saying? But if you figuring out, like, pinpointing to the T, okay, this is where I went wrong, I can't do this no more, this is what I got to improve on, then going forward, you're gonna be good to go. But don't reduce yourself to the mistakes of that relationship. Again, sometimes we just not in the season for a relationship. We not. And we may think we are because we like this person so much. We thinking, damn, I am ready. We not. And that's perfectly okay. But again, like I said, learn from it and do not repeat the same mistakes and you're going to be on the right path.
Stupid is seasonal. It is stupid is seasonal. It comes and it goes.
Hey, can I add this to you? Because I super relate. Because sometimes, the deepest pain I've ever experienced in my life is knowing I broke another person's heart and there's nothing I can do to fix it. I can't talk to this person no more. I can't see it. And even though I may grow into a different person that now I'm proud of, that's healed, that would never do another woman like that, in my head, I may always think the person I still love secretly views me still in that previous light. Yeah. And there's nothing I can do. But here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why it's so important for us to be in tune with our star player, which is us. We gotta love the different versions we turn into, because we have all made mistakes, but those mistakes make you who you are right now. And it sucks. It sucks, right? Because along the way, some of us can look back and look at the trail of hearts that we left. And we think about going back and fixing that shit. But listen, this is the fucked up part about it. It's that person's responsibility to heal themselves. Even though, and just like if you was on the opposite end and somebody messed you over and you want them to come and apologize and make it right, they ain't gonna fucking do that. So it's your responsibility to heal yourself. I guess the stick to landing the point is moving on to different chapters. It feels like a loss, but it is a beginning. It's the start of a beautiful journey. And sometimes you needed that chaos in this chapter just to make the story of your life a little bit more interesting. And when you turn 60, 70, 80, you're going to look back. I'm not right. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, had it not been for this, I wouldn't have got this, that, and this. All right. So I appreciate you. Anybody else with anything?
I just wanted to offer that you actually start, if you're not already, seeing a therapist regularly, because shame is something that doesn't come from the relationship you just exited. Shame comes from childhood trauma. And I would not want you to get into the next relationship and the next relationship and the next relationship saying that you've had the same relationship with just different vessels and different people, because you've carried your shame and your trauma that was childhood. The little girl in you shows up in those relationships where relationships are for grown folks. So I want you to get the help so that you can start, the woman in you, the healed in you, can start to choose your partner, okay? And you can calibrate someone who's a reflection of you, which will be a reflection of your healed self, so y'all can have a healing bond and not a trauma bond.
Hey, this is not about you, this is about to the room. Some of the most fucked up shit I've ever done in a relationship was after I knew I should have left that motherfucker. Like, there is a point in time where you know your feelings don't feel the same. That person ain't motivating you. You sleeping next to him, but you feel like it's a stranger, and you trying to make it work, but in your heart you know it ain't. Yes. And then it's because your bonds start unbonding. That connection is no longer there. That care, that respect ain't there. Then you start doing things that now you look back when you leave that relationship and you regret.
Question,
so, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because there's probably a lot of people wondering, why not just leave instead of committing that terrible? If I know I'm done,
because
I know I'm over it.
So here's the thing.
Why drag them through the mud instead of just walk out the door?
Because here's the thing. Some of us feel like we can't leave relationship amicably. Sometimes we feel like we gotta tear that motherfucker to the ground to where we know for a fact we can't go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't. And then here's the thing. For a lot of guys want to fuck you over so much you leave. Like,
that's real.
Cause so
That's it.
To the room. If you are at that space, really be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Because are you gonna like the person you have to become to stay in a relationship that's no longer serving you? And if the answer is no, then you probably need to leave. Anybody else with a final word?
Reclaim your majesty.
All right, listen. Houston, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming to the 4 p.m. show.
She is regretting or be ashamed for having put much into this relationship that she broke up from. If she want to go into another relationship with the mentality that I am going to correct some certain things that I did before that are not okay, that you think that are not okay. On that mode, you are trying to deny your real self, especially if you are the one who you were too genuine, you were very genuine, very sincere, doing everything possible to make sure that the relationship will work. or work out, and at the end of the day, the person, your partner, was not even paying attention. She was distracted, he was distracted, or she was distracted, or he or she was taking advantage of your sincerity, your sacrifices, and everything you have been doing in the relationship just to make sure it work. If a situation like that occurs, it's, for me, I will not advise you who is sincere not to be sincere again. I will not advise you who pays much sacrifice or putting in more to make sure that the relationship will work. I will not advise you to shrink yourself, to deny your real self. I will not advise you on that, because your first person, the very guy that you broke up with, did not deserve you, one, and the two of you are not compatible. Third, if you go into another relationship trying to shrink yourself, you will see the reality there is that you will still break up with the person, because you are not going there with your real self. You are going there with the denial. You are going there with the unforgiving spirit. You are going there with the memory, with the bitter memories of what the other person did to you. So maybe this person might be advising you, trying to guide you, or trying to bring out your real self, so that trying to show you the real love that he had for you or she had for you, and you are shrinking, or you are trying to handle yourself in a certain way so that it doesn't do or replicate what you did in the other place. And on that note, you will still walk out from that relationship, because that guy will never trust you. That guy will never see you as somebody that deserves him. That guy will see you, that girl will still see you as somebody that doesn't deserve her, because everything you are doing with her is based on the wrong you did, that you think that you need to correct the whatever wrong that you did before. On that note, you will continue to have issues in your relationship. For me, I don't think that these people put the whole response or counseling in a right perspective as it's supposed to be. Telling her not to, to be very, very mindful, or to be careful, or to amend her ways, and not to repeat what she did. If actually that the way this lady said that she paid much into the relationship, maybe being very sincere, doing everything possible to make sure that the relationship will work, and it didn't work. The person did not deserve you. Two of you are not compatible, and that should not be the reason why it will change from who you are. That is my own take. Two of you are not compatible. He did not deserve you, and you did not deserve him. But him not deserving you does not mean that another person cannot deserve you. She didn't deserve you, she didn't pay attention, she didn't regard you, does not mean that another person will not regard you, will not even see your sacrifices, will not even appreciate. No. Most times, the kind of corrections we want to take, so sometimes actually put us in a very bad light. Sometimes the kind of things that you will think that are wrong because of one person that made you to feel that your goods are wrong. If you change from who you are, from that very particular thing you know that you are doing, that this is the real aspect of you, if you change from that into another person entirely, in correction of whatever you did wrong before with another person, if you do that in your next relationship, the possibility of you losing that very relationship is certain. It's very certain. Sometimes when we say we are wise now, if you check very well, you are not being wise, or we are not being wise. We are trying to be very foolish. We are trying to be foolish. That is just my own take on this. I don't know what you might think. Just drop your own opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to share the video and also subscribe. Thank you for watching.